Okay, a couple of concepts that'll help you a lot with the limits at infinity assignment. 1 over big equals small, 1 over small equals big. All right, so what does this mean? All right, so let's look at a couple numbers. Let's say 3 and 5. Right, 5 is bigger than 3, but 1/5 is less than 1/3. So continuing on like this, right, you could say, okay, what's bigger than 5? Okay, let's say 10. So 1/10 is less than 1/5. So as we get big, as things get big, as we move in this direction, getting bigger, 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 1 over bigger, 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 bigger is smaller, 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 smaller. Okay, now let's look at some small numbers. Let's say, first let's look at, say, 1/3. Okay, so now for this one we need this idea of what is 1 over 1/3. All right, so remember, we can think of this as division. This is 1 divided by 1/3. To be really technical, like you learned in pre-algebra, maybe, all right, so you got 1 over 1 divided by 1 over 3. This is 1 over 1 times 3 over 1, which is 3 over 1, which is 3. All right, so 1 over 1/3, basically you can just flip this thing up. This is what I call the flip up rule. Flip up rule, 1 over 1/3 flips up to 3 over 1, which is 3. So now let's look at a small number. Let's say a really small number, 1/100th. Now remember, 1/100th, let's see, you got tenths, hundredths. So that's 0.01, tenths place, hundredths place, that's 1/100th. Okay, so what is 1 over 1/100th? By our flip up rule, that's equal to 100. All right, so let's say 1/1000th. Go. Let's say 1/10,000th. Pretty small number, right? 1/10,000th. So 1 over 1/10,000th by our flip up rule is 10,000, pretty big. A nice function to illustrate these concepts is f of x equals 1 over x. Now, I'm just going to focus on the graph of 1 over x for x positive, okay? So I'm not going to worry about this stuff here. I'm just going to, only when x is positive. So, x is positive. We can make a little table, x, 1 over x. All right, let's put 1 there. When x is 1, f of x is 1 over 1, or 1. So like that. Okay, we got that point there. Okay, let's see. So what happens at a half? Now, by the flip up rule, right, this is 1 over a half, which is 2. So at a half, you go up to 2. Add a third, you go up to 3. So here just get, so now at 1/10, you go up to 10. At 1/100th, really close to 0, but not quite there, we go up to 100. And so on. 1 over 10,000. It's, remember, it's 1 over 10,000, which is 10,000. So as x gets small, 1 over x gets big. All right, now let's look at things when things get bigger. So let's say x, 1 over x. 1 was 1. 2 is a half. 3 is a third. 4 is a fourth. 100 is 1/100th. Pretty small. 10,000 is 1/10,000. Pretty small. So this is why our graph looks like that.